Good morning everyone, Brendan from With Them and Without Them, Neurospicy Family Adventures. Bit of a sneak peek in the background there of the camper trailer. Been hard at work lately and I'm running on fumes, I'm exhausted. But yeah, just got to get everything done. Got a bit of a shed build video this morning, replacing the GME TX3220 that originally came with the Dmax. Unfortunately, they had to throw the microphone out. The family that had the car before me, as the Cord had it, so I got that one up for sale. I was originally hoping to spend a bit more money, but so I decided to go a bit below budget and bought this $150 Ridge Ryder. Got to have the microphone, of course, but I'm also upgrading to an 80 channel CB, much more modern system. I'm actually making this video a little bit out of order. In the last video introducing the Dmax, you saw that I'd stripped it pretty back to nothing. Sold that canopy yesterday, the original one, and yeah, run into a few issues, you can see, but I've got a little replacement for it on the back, but unfortunately, yeah, run into some issues and gonna have to sort all that out in another video. Getting back to installing the new CB radio. Off screen, I've already removed the old one, as you saw before, from its mounts. This is going to be a pretty easy job, as it's all basically done for me. One of the hardest jobs when installing a CB radio is running the antenna line, and I'm really glad I don't have to do that, as it's a bit of a pain routing it through the engine bay and then through the firewall. And then yeah, got the original power and earth cables. Looks like there's been a bit of work done on this one before. Might have had the radio installed before the I got plenty of cables, so I think I'm just gonna make it safe and simple and remove some of that excess wire and the heat shrink that's already there. A bit hard doing it with one hand, but using my favourite tool, just gonna cut the wire if I can reach, and cut it again. As I've said in previous videos, these duck build multi-function wire strippers are pretty amazing for auto electrical work. Just got that one from eBay. I guess it came from China like everything else. Very handy tool. Just taking the wire stripper and bearing the ends of these two cables. Twisting them just to make them tight and even for a better connection. Got the soldering iron preheating. Then just getting the cables ready on the new two-way, and just pull them apart a little bit more, red to red, black to black, just a bit of a twist. I knew I was going to forget that. I'm not used to doing some of these jobs. Now I'm really making do with filming equipment here. Unfortunately my tripod isn't compatible with the GoPro Media mod, so I've got you guys perched between the seat and the console just for the monopod. But yeah, just putting this heat shrink on before I twist the wires. Red to red, black to black. Now, as I said in previous videos, I'm almost completely self-taught, so don't give me any crap about my soldering skills. This is the second time I've soldered, but yeah, I've somehow always managed to have friends that can help either do the jobs for me or yeah, I learn as I go, watching them, and just slowly I've built up tools over time. It's been rather hard doing things on a pretty low budget, but I'm always keeping an eye on marketplace, and sometimes bargains come up. So I actually got the heat gun here. Just the landlord was clearing out some of his ex-tenants' belongings, and had a whole toolbox of some tools to give away. Right, I need some solder. One of the best tips I've picked up online is using pencil cases with some tools. It's helping me get my collection organised a lot better. I think the original idea was to use pencil cases for sockets, but finding it's pretty handy for the 12 volt gear as well. Right, I am very unco doing this job, so don't make fun of me. Lost that already. I've possibly bared the wires a bit too short. We'll make do. Bit of a change in angle. Getting very tired doing all these car jobs lately. One of the best things I've bought recently is I was going to just get a creeper and a separate stool, but I didn't know they actually had started making them as a combined thing, so certainly much better to be able to sit down and do some of these jobs. Right, now I'm still pretty average at this job, but the idea is to hold the solder on the top of the wire and then heat from below, but not very coordinated with this job at all. There we go, just a nice little dab of solder, and then I've just used the wooden block underneath to catch any drips. Might want to melt me seat, my floor mat or the vinyl floor below. Bit of a struggle for me doing these kind of jobs. Burn myself, that's not good. Oh, I lost you guys for a sec there. Oh, I can smell some wood burning, that's not good either. Right. I think that's got that one. Hope you guys are Yep, still watching. I might be very awkward doing this kind of job, but I don't know what it would cost to have this installed professionally. Another rookie YouTuber mistake. I forgot to mute my phone. Right, that should do it for positive, and onto the negative. Can't quite get it in the right spot. What if I try? Oh, there I go, burning myself again. It's not fun being a klutz when you're doing this kind of job. I don't know who's slamming the door in the background there.
Did you last use your soldering iron?
So Kylie just made an unexpected cameo when I finished the soldering off screen. Next job is to get this heat shrink on properly. This is really awkward with this monopod. Right, this should work better. This is a much better angle. Just gonna bend that wire flat, and hopefully I haven't melted too much of that heat shrink with the soldering iron, which I have. I'm gonna have to tape this one, I think. Better luck with the earth at least. Just slide that over. It's a bit thin for this job, but that's what I had on hand. And then the XU1 heat gun. Bit of a noise, guys. And just spinning the cable round while the heat shrink melts. Not much point doing this one, but a little uniform. Earth. That should do the job. And then just to fix my mistake with the heat shrink, I've taped over the bare wires. Next job is to tidy these power and earth cables away. Probably should have cut some more off the radio end. They're extremely long. I've just taped up some of the excess, and we'll just tuck it all the way back up in the back of the console there. And then simple matter to just push the pin into the back of the CB and screw it on tight. Hopefully I'm getting better at these instructional videos. I've actually just started mentoring some young guys, some local blokes. They'd been running a TikTok channel for a long time, and they, I guess, were thinking about giving something back to the community, and they've set up a program that I've volunteered to help with. Yeah, we're just going to teach these young guys, 17 to 24 I think are the age groups, but teaching them some life skills, and at the same time we're actually doing up a 1974 XB Falcon Ute. So I'm not sure how much of that I'll be able to share on my YouTube channel, but it feels great to be able to get back into some volunteering and learn some skills for myself. But yeah, I'm enjoying over the last few years being able to pass on some skills to people a lot more. Hard work. Now, I had thought about relocating the new CB from the original spot, but I don't know where else to put it, and I don't know how long that antenna cable is. So I'm just going to install a new one in the same spot as the old one, which is hopefully not going to stick out as much as the old one, but it's just where my knee likes to sit when I'm driving. And then this is the new mount. The other one was a bit bigger for the GME, but I'm just going to use the old screws. I think they probably work better than what's provided with the Ridge Ryder. Now, I believe these are actually metal screws, but they're self-tappers. Probably, no, this is not working without a proper mount for the camera. Let's try and reposition. So I guess I'm just going to want the LED screen pointing up as I'm driving, but the good thing of having it this way too is the speakers facing out, and I'm really bad when it comes to hearing the CB radio. There is an extra wire with the Ridge Ryder. It can be run into the back of the car's stereo unit, and then it just mutes the music when there's an incoming CB transmission, but at this stage I'm not going to worry about hooking that one up. Hopefully this will work alright. Really struggling with this camera today. I can just about use the old markings from the old radio as a guide to screw this new mount in. I'm really struggling with this camera. Not sure if this is a magnetic bit or not, but just run the screw into the old hole there. I've left it a little bit loose so I can position the second screw, which is not being easy for me. Right. Finish running the second one in and tightening the first. Then we should be able to mount the radio in place. I'm going to have to do this off screen, but I've just got a couple of thumb screws to install it in place. And there we have it, fully installed. So I'm assuming this fuse holder will have a fuse already inside it. Looks like it does. We've got a spare one just in case that blows. And I guess once I finish the video, I'm going to just yeah, tidy up all of the cables there out of sight. Final step is to install the microphone mount, and again I'm using the screws from the original GME. I've just added these washers to make sure things don't rattle off, because hopefully we'll be going down some corrugation soon. And just screwing in the final screw. Very awkward job with one hand. Take two. Best to do jobs like this just to go slowly with the drill. And there we have it. I hadn't actually noticed that. We've got the channel selection buttons on top of the mic. And now for the all important test, we'll see if we got power. Now, how good is that? And we've got someone transmitting there on channel 1. Gonna have to go back to the manual later and work a few things out, but I don't think I bother with the cell tones and things. I don't use those. But I need to turn on duplex mode to, that looks like it's volume, channel up. Must be some other settings, so there we go. Straight to the highway Chucky channel. Now, I haven't mentioned on the channel before, but I actually used to volunteer for the State Emergency Service. So spent a total of 8 years between the Canning South Perth unit and Bustleton. So did a lot of radio training, both with SES and when I've been out four-wheel driving with friends, just to make sure everything's working. Anyone on channel, could I have a radio check please? Over. Bit quiet out there on a Sunday. Got other ways to test it. Now, what I learned in SES was always to speak across the mic and not into it. Kylie, do you receive on channel 41? Over.
I never do.
Press the button and say yes, I receive.
That one?
This, yep.
Yes, I do.
Oh, feedback. I was just telling everyone on YouTube to talk across the mic and not into it.
You hear me?
I can hear you, Kylie. Is there any news you would like to share with YouTube?
I guess.
You can go ahead with our special news. Over.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Hi everyone, I am over 20 weeks pregnant. Brendan and I are expecting our first child together at the end of June.
How's that for a way to finish off the video? See you guys.